Hey everybody, this is John1313, and to go along with the Mad Cats, which are the models from Mad Sal's Cosmetics, which I don't know if I've actually announced this on my channel or not, but I am actually a Mad Sal's Cosmetic now. So, if you watched the previous video, it was an intro to, or not an intro, but an audition video for, to become a Mad Cat for Mad Sal's Cosmetics, and I am now officially a model for them. So, or for her, it's Mo. She does Mad Sal's Cosmetics. So anyways, this week, month-ish, whatever, we don't really have a set guideline, but we were doing beverages, so I chose to do the beverage absinthe this week, because it's a tasty beverage. So I just did a lot of greens. I tried to get the different colors in there for the different kinds of, the different processes and different stages of dilution, the different parts of the drink that goes along into it. So I hope you enjoy it. The last part kind of cuts off, but at the end I was doing my lips. I just put the color Tank Girl over some chapstick to make it stick on my lips like that. So I think that's all I cut off. If there's anything else, then I'm sorry, but I don't know. Alright, so what we're going to do first is to go ahead and use a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. And I went ahead and primed my eyeball already with, not my eyeball, but my eyelids, with Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, which, you know what it looks like. It's great. Love the new packaging, by the way. It's a lot easier this way. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. So you're going to go ahead and put it on the bottom of your eyelid too, so you can get the colors down there too to be as bright. So the first pigment that we are going to use is going to be Seedless from Mad Sal's Cosmetics. And Seedless is a pink color with a green interference. So depending on which way it's pointing, it is green or it is pink. And I'm not going to use too much of it. I'm just going to kind of use it as a highlight up on the lower brow area, I guess. So I got a little bit much up there, but I mean, it's good. You can still see that there's, it's there. You can see the interference and the highlight and everything. So what I'm going to be using next is a color called Acid Bath, which is also from Mad Sal's Cosmetics. And this pigment is a green, a light green with sparkles in it. That is a scientific term. Light green with sparkles. So this is Acid Bath, and what we're going to be doing with that is going ahead and going over, or overlapping that with the Seedless and kind of blending it in a little bit. You're also going to bring it down farther onto your eyelid there. And we're gonna go under the eye, or under the, we're gonna go under the lid also. And you're gonna kind of connect here, so it makes a ring around your eyeball with it. All right. So next we're going to be using the color Ecto-Cooler from Mad Sal's Cosmetics. And what this is more of a brighter green, kind of like a lime green with sparkles in it. Again, official terminology here. Scientific. You're going to want to blend up into the acid bath that you have on there. And down to the lid. All the way down. And again, under the eye again. You want to get close to the waterline, not to poke yourself in the eye with a brush like I did. Alright, there we go. So next what we're going to be using is the color Tank Girl from Mad Sal's Cosmetics again. And this is more of a darker green, which kind of like an army green, hence the name Tank Girl. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And with this is what we're going to be doing is we're going to be over here, we're going to kind of not go all the way over the lid. We're just going to kind of do the outer corner into the part of the crease. Glitter everywhere. I think I'm getting glitter in my absinthe.
Glitter won't hurt you.
Don't worry about that metal in your absinthe. It'll be delicious. I think that it wasn't the wormwood in the absinthe making people crazy, it was the glitter.
It was the glitter. I don't think normal people have a problem with glitter in their absinthe.
Well, it's not normal people that were drinking absinthe back there. Oh. Like Van Gogh, the reason he went crazy and cut his ear off because of all the glitter in his absinthe. Fact. Alright. I think that's looking good. Yep. So, alright. So next what I'm going to be using, in order to get kind of like the yellowish kind of color there, a little bit similar to that there, so what I'm going to be using is Pop-Tart by Mad Sal's Cosmetics. And what that is it is a shimmery kind of yellow, like it's bright yellow. It's great yellow. And I've been using a, what is this? It's a normal eyeshadow brush. It's actually a MAC brush. It's a knockoff. And I've been using this, you know, for most of the other colors, but for this part I'm going to be using a little angled shadow brush, which is again a MAC brush. So I'm just going to be putting that on the inner corner there to kind of brighten it up. And this will kind of set off the other colors, especially the outer corner there. It's with dark colors. Alright, so I used a little bit too much there, but I think I'll be okay. So I'm kind of looking at this, I can see it's a little bit uneven. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and go back through with my Ecto-Cooler and try and even it out a little bit. I'm just going to use a little tiny bit. Now, for the eyeliner, what I'm using is Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On in 0, which is pretty typical of what I use, although I need to get more soon. It's running low. And I'm just putting this on the lower lash line, the lower waterline. And apparently on my contact. Oh well. Yeah. And then for the top waterline, I'm going to be using, or the top lid eyeliner, I'm going to be using e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen in black. Alright, so there's your eyeliners. For mascara, I'm going to be using this Hard Candy Lash Ink. I really like this stuff. I just got it not too long ago, like about a week ago. I'll have to do a little review on it, but I like it a lot. So I'll tell you what I like about it later. Alright, so there's the mascara. That stuff's not going to come off ever. Or at least not for approximately 4 days. So next what I'm going to be doing is doing a little bit of blush work. And since absinthe is green, I'm also using a green pigment for my blush. So I'm going to be using Ecto-Cooler again, which is, again, the bright green from Mad Sal's Cosmetics. And just a little blush brush from MAC. So now we have our blush on there, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of highlight in there. And what I'm using for the highlight is Kiss with a Fist from Mad Sal's Cosmetics. And what this is like a white pearly kind of color. This is from the Love Hate collection. Go ahead and get some of that on my brush. And why I'm using this kind of a lighter color, this white color, is when you make absinthe traditionally, then when it louches, like when you make it the normal way, like the traditional absinthe drink, when you pour the water into it over the sugar cube, is what it does is it makes it turn cloudy, and you get the kind of like swirls coming up through it, of the lighter colors, and so that's why I'm going to try and bring those kind of whiter, pearly kind of colors in. And that's again why I did the Seedless colors up in the highlight, so you can get a little bit of pinks in there, and the green sparkles, glitters, interference.